There we go. There we go. For those of you who are watching this recording, what we've done is we've just turned the head all the way around right to left, chin going up to the ceiling, and now we are on the other side of the neck, the left side. So hand comes to the side of the head, drops it down. So those of you who are doing the recording, you might want to stop after this and just do the other side of the neck like we're doing here. And again, feel that release, soften that left shoulder, let it drop down. So when I say let it drop down, it's not like you're going to really feel much movement. It's more an internal release. And release the head and back to center here. Open the legs in a nice wide V position. Feet are flexed. Okay. Heels are flexed a lot and they're pressing down into the ground. You can feel the calves pressing down into the ground. Feel the backs of your thighs pressing down toward the ground. Okay, so legs are super active. Spread the toes out. Why not work the feet while you're at it? Now walk your hands forward as you hinge from the hips. You're going to feel the deep opening in the inner thighs and the groin. Just come down as far as you can with a straight back. Take the palms, separate them a bit, about shoulder width, and then drop the elbows toward the ground. Drop your head. Don't worry about a straight spine. Just breathe here. Rib cage breath. Okay, in this position, we have really nice access to the back ribs. So really reach those ribs out to the sides and back. And if you want to work core, you can do that candles blowout. All right, lift your head, look forward toward your fingertips, slide your hands back a few inches, and then walk your hands toward your right leg. Right arm comes over the ankle, left hand close to that leg. Bend the elbows and just drop down here. Bigger opening for the right hamstrings, those big muscles at the back of the right thigh. All right. Stay here with your torso. Don't pick it up at all. Take your right hand over your leg. Grab the inside of the leg, the ankle, or the bottom of the foot. Release the left arm and reach those left fingertips out past your foot. Now draw your navel back and press more deeply into the left heel. If the left leg rolled inward, roll it back out so that it's sitting squarely into the mat. Turn your torso to the left. Now we've got this nice deep side stretch for the left side body. Bend your right elbow some more. Feel the waist unlock. Feel the ribs open on the left side. Reach more into those fingertips. Nice. Cartwheel up. Arms to the sides. Palms facing back, pinkies forward, internal rotation for the shoulders. Bring the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart to the ceiling. Release back to the sides. Take your hands in front of you. Hinge from the hips as you walk your hands forward. We're doing this one again. Flex those heels. Don't forget about using the legs here. All right. You're coming forward with a hinge and a straight back, and then finally you're like, okay, can't do any more. So you bend the elbows, drop your head, and just hang out here. Again, you've got access to those back ribs here. You might as well open them up with your inhale. See what happens if you start really working on rib cage breath, it becomes more natural. Not to mention the muscles of the ribs and around the ribs get stronger. All right, straighten the elbows, look forward. You might want to slide your hands back 1 or 2 inches and then walk your hands to the left. Slowly press into that right heel. Keep that right leg stable. Left hand comes over the left leg, and here we go. Bend the elbows, come on down. All right, back of the leg wide open for you. Right underneath your head. You can feel that. Breathe into it. Do not pick up your torso. Just pick up your left hand. Bring it over that leg so you can grab the inside of the leg or the foot or the ankle. Bend the elbow. That'll bring you down a little deeper. Lift the right arm off the ground. Reach out through the right fingertips. And if you think that's all you can do, check it out. Press more firmly into the right heel, flex it some more. If that leg rolled in, roll it out a bit. Okay, now come down a little more. Turn towards center. That arm is over your ear. And here's that stretch. Right side this time. Breathe into that nice long right side of your body and your waist, going into your hip even. And cartwheel up. Arms are out to the sides. We're going to take the palms to the ceiling and feel as if you want to turn them back behind you. You're going to feel the shoulder blades kind of come together a bit. Okay, so we've externally rotated the shoulders. Now bring the arms back. Squeeze the shoulders together. Okay, listen up. Bend the elbows toward your lower back. Squeeze some more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You got the rhomboids between your shoulder blades. Yeah, nice and contracted. Drop the shoulders. Few breaths here. Try to keep the rib cage down. Don't poke those ribs forward. Keep them down. And release the arms out to the sides. Nice neutral position. Take the hands up. Namaste Mudra. Bring them down. Nice. Okay. Let's go over into table pose. So coming into table pose here, got your hands nice and spread open, using every single finger as you press down into your mat. Knees are dropped below your hips. All right. So feel your table. You know what I want you to feel? Look straight down at the mat. I want you to feel how the neck and the rest of the spine are all in alignment. Okay, now watch what happens. Look forward. Feel how the top of your spine, the cervical spine, the neck, begins to curve and compress a bit, right? You've got some compression. Let's release that compression as you slowly look down toward the mat. Feel that? Feel that release? All right, nice. Now, moving into cow pose. Drop your belly. Feel your tail lift on its own. Drop the lower back. Feel the tail lift some more. Okay? Feel that beautiful curve in the low back. Okay? Now, press firmly into the edges of your hands, especially the lower edges where the palms are. Take your elbows in toward one another. Bend your elbows back, and then send your collarbones forward. And you've got cow pose. Feel the spine. Okay, you want a little more? Press into the bottoms of your palms. Feel as if you want to drag them back toward your knees, and at the same time, you want to press your heart forward some more. So it's back with the palms, forward with the heart. That's the opposing energies in this one. Okay, that gets a really, really nice stretch and strengthening for the upper back. Now, keep the upper back where it's at. Just round the tail toward the ground. Feel the upper back pick up and round. Feel the tail go down toward the mat. Right? If you had a tail, the tip of it would be coming down toward the mat. And now feel your belly lift. Okay, and begin to round the spine one vertebrae at a time up to the ceiling. And drop your head. Let your head be really comfy. It's just dangling between these two strong arms. Press more firmly into your hands to make the arms even more firm. And keep the head nice and relaxed. All right, feel this. Drop the belly, drop the lower back, lift your tail. Oh, yeah, there's that nice curve. There's that nice curve. Okay, and then finally, bring the elbows in a bit. Little micro bend back with them. Send the heart forward, and you're in cow again. Round the tail. Feel the upper back open and lift toward the ceiling. Feel the tail drop. If you had a tail, the tip of the tail would be curling up toward the belly button as the belly button lifts. Round the back from lower back, mid back to upper back. And cat pose. And taking it back to table. Okay, take the left knee in towards center line. Right leg, take it straight out. Flex that right heel. Press out through that heel until you feel it in your right glutes. Nice. Lift it a little higher and a little higher. Right at that top edge where you can't lift it anymore, do some little pulses. And as you're pulsing, keep the heel flexed. Keep the leg strong. Press through the heel with your energy. It's like you're pressing energy way back there, down the back of the leg, through the heel and out behind you. Lift it a little higher and a little higher. Bend the knee, press the heel up to the ceiling, pulse right there. You can feel we're working deep in the glutes. All right. Take the leg out to the side with the bent knee and then take it down, fire hydrants to the other one. Lift it up. I'll turn around a minute so you can see just in case. Up and down. Now, when you do this, do it slow and controlled. Not like the old days for some of you who are as old as I am when Jane Fonda did it, 100 miles per hour. Instead, we're going up and down. So slow that we're working more deeply in those lateral glutes and hips. This way we don't have to do a million repetitions and we have better form. Let that leg come down next to the other one. Oh, oh, oh. Actually, go back into table. Let's just stretch out that hip. Curl your toes. Press your hips back. Press down into the toe pads. Press forward with the hands. Drop your head. Okay, listen up. Lift your hips a little bit. Uncurl your toes. Okay, swing your hips over to the right side. They're still back there. Right side, right side. See, that's what we want to get right there. You feel it? And then press the hip way over to the side, back toward the right corner of your mat. Well, since we're here, we might as well get a lateral bend for the back, a nice lateral stretch. So keep that hip planted down there. Walk your hands to the left. You're going to open the right side body with this move. Bend your elbows, drop down. Oh, yeah, this is a great one. Feel your breath. Walk your hands back onto the mat to the center. Take your hips back to center. Lift up into table pose. Take your right knee in just off center, not at center line, a little between where it was in table and center, not all the way to center line. And then left leg goes straight back with a flexed heel. Okay, here's where we lift it higher, hold it, and then higher. And then when you get to your edge and you can't get it any higher, that's where you pulse. And when you're pulsing, you're pressing through a flexed heel. Now bend the knee, press the foot up to the ceiling as high as you can and pulse there. Nice. Now swing that leg over to the side. The knee is bent. We're doing fire hydrants here. Knee comes down toward the other knee and back up. Remember, it's slow, it's controlled, and it's the largest, if that's the word, range of motion that you can get. In other words, you lift it as high as you can and you take it down as low as you can. Two more. Bring it down to table pose. Okay. Curl your toes. Press your hips back slowly. Press down into the toe pads. Here comes the hips for even more weight on those toes. Palms are sliding forward, but they're stuck in the mat. Drop your head. So they're not really sliding, but it's as if they want to slide forward. Lift out of this just a bit. Uncurl your toes. Press your hips back again, but not all the way down. Swing them all the way over to the left. Now press them way back there diagonally toward the left corner of your mat. And now walk your hands one or two little steps to the right. Bend your elbows, drop down. Left lateral side body and all the way into that left hip. Feel that. Put your breath in the pose. And walk your hands back to center. Come on up to table. All right, curl your toes and lift up for down dog. So you can bend one knee and the other, kind of walking your dog out. And remember, you want to take your chest back toward your legs. You want to keep your hips hiked up nice and high. And then once they're nice and high, you press them toward the back of your mat when they're that high. All right, settle into your dog here. All right, glide your body forward until your shoulders are over your wrists. Okay. Lift the right leg. Bend the knee and take it to the shoulder and pulse it right there. A lot of glutes tonight. Put it back. Lift the left leg. Bend that, take it to the shoulder and pulse it there. Take it back, lift it up, down dog again. And just nice and quiet, a down dog where you really feel your body. As little movement as possible. Take your left foot in off center line, sweep your right foot to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Press your left heel back. Press your chest back. Lift that right leg a little higher. Open your hips to the right, flexing your right heel, lifting it up toward the ceiling. Lift it a little higher and pulse at the top. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Look forward to that space between your hands and take your right foot up there. All right. Knee is over the ankle or behind it, just definitely not over the toes. All right, look back at your left toes. Make sure they're facing forward. Now straighten your right leg and drop your left heel. Walk your hands back for pyramid pose. Bend your elbows straight back if you want to load more weight on this. And just feel how open the back of that right leg is here. And it goes all the way into the right hip. Bend your right knee till it's over the ankle. Okay. Scooch those left toes back as far back as you can get them. I want the deepest lunge you can possibly get. Check it out. Make sure your feet are on different tracks. Reach the right arm forward. Press the left heel back. Lift the right arm to the ceiling for rotated lunge. Bend the elbow for cactus arms, and then you can twist the torso a bit here. Keep pressing into those back toes. Keep that back leg nice and straight. Right arm comes forward and down to the ground next to the foot again. Gently drop the left knee into the mat and the top of the left foot. Walk your fingertips back to straighten your torso, possibly putting your hands on top of your right thigh. Press your hips forward. Left hip flexor. Hands back to the ground. Left toes curl. Left knee lifts up. That left leg is straight and you're squeezing the left butt cheek. Straighten the right leg again. We're doing a deeper pyramid, a wider pyramid. Walk your hands back. Bend your elbows if you want more. And release your right knee comes forward till it's over the ankle. Look back at that left foot. You might want to hop it forward. You're probably going to need to. You may need to get even wider because we're coming into warrior one. So set up your foundation and then lift into it. Press into the outer edge of that back foot using that back leg. Sit more deeply in your pose. Hands in Namaste Mudra, take it to the heart. Press those hands together as hard as you can. Keep the shoulders nice and low. Press some more. You're going to feel this in the shoulders and the chest. Rotate those fingers toward you as you're pressing firmly. Okay, great for the wrists here. Press a little bit more firmly. Now up to the ceiling. Keep that pressure. Now forward. Keep that pressure. Bring the wrists towards you. Press more firmly. Release. Open the arms out to the sides. Reach out through the fingertips. So it's like you're trying to get as wide as you possibly can. Draw your navel back gently without bracing. Turn to the right. Turn the right palm behind you and that pinky forward and bring that arm back. Binders, all you have to do is bend the elbow when you get a bind here. Turn the left hand up to the ceiling and lift it up and overhead. So we've got a rotated reverse warrior here. Release that. Left arm forward, right arm back, both palms to the ground. Lift up with the arms, turn your body forward. Warrior one again. Okay, feel this warrior one. Are you using your back leg? Are you using the edge of your back foot? All right, then we're ready to go. Reach forward. Yeah, I just like hanging out here because then you get to feel your right hip and your right thighs and appreciate how strong they are. Rotate the palms away from you. Bring the arms together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring the heart more forward. Okay, listen up. Bring the right arm only forward. Now bring it down inside that leg. Now lift the left arm and turn. Okay, binders. You can rotate that top palm back, bring the arm back, bind it up with the left arm, maybe even the right as well. If you're not a binder, just hang out there in bent knee triangle. Binders release. Left arm comes overhead. Cartwheel up. Warrior two. Rotate that right palm up. Here's a reverse warrior without rotation. Completely different, right? Feels totally different. Warrior two. Straighten the right knee without bending it. Draw the navel back gently. Turn the hips to the left. You've just created a nice big triangular base beneath you. Okay, from that base, you can move the torso forward and back. Right and left would be the position. Okay, reach out toward the right. Drop the right arm. Lift the left. Open the left armpit, left chest, feel that? Now look down at your right foot, bend the knee, take that left arm overhead, cartwheel up, warrior two again. Straighten the right knee, turn those toes so that they're both facing the edge of your mat because we are going to invert. So hinge from your hips and come forward. And then upside down. Okay, you can use this as a neck release because the skull is providing all this weight, right? Gravity is pulling your skull toward the ground. That is opening space in the vertebrae of your neck. So you've got some traction going on here. So just feel that and kind of lean into it. Palms under your head, into the ground. Straighten your arms, walk your hands forward. Press firmly into the hands. Reactivate the arms with that movement. And then let your head fall between your biceps. Let your heart push back through the center of that triangle you're looking at. And then you can release the mid-back, the thoracic spine, that middle part of your back, by just getting soft in the elbows and pressing the heart back a little more. Glide forward. Walk your hands back toward your mat. Turn your right foot, excuse me, so it's facing the front of your mat. Lift that left heel and turn those left toes forward. And now you can walk your right foot toward the left side of your mat, drop your right knee toward the right side, and come into pigeon. If you are a supine pigeon person, you're on your back. Figure four with the legs, with the left knee bent over the hip and the right ankle at the top of the left thigh. If you are on the ground, level those hips before you drop the weight down. And let's really, really go deep into this. By that, I mean give this your full, undivided attention. Observe the sensations, the movement of your breath within the pose, the beautiful release of the hip. And again, if your mind wanders and you leave your body, just look for the breath, come back inside. And lifting up from here, sending the left leg forward, right sole of the foot into the right inner thigh, right knee to the side. Remember that left leg is coming straight out of the hip. Fingertips in front of you. Flex the left heel. Scooch that foot back just a little bit, as well as the sitting bone. That whole entire leg just scooches back, and then come over it. A hinge from the hips again, as long as you can do that. And then release. When you're down as far as you can get, just soften it all up. Rib cage breath feels really good here. Try it. And slowly lift out of this. Right knee up to the ceiling. Left heel flexed. Right hand presses into the outer edge of that right leg so that the knee is facing straight up to the ceiling versus out to the side. And then you can, when the knee's in that position, wrap the left arm around it to keep it put. Right arm comes up, try to straighten the back as much as possible. Turn your navel to the right. That right arm comes behind you. Drop those right fingertips into the ground. Oh, nice spinal twist. Bring it out right here. What about adding a few rib cage breaths here? What would that feel like? And release it back forward. Take the right knee down again. Okay, let's come over the left leg again. See what happens here, more warmed up. And bring it back up. Swing that left leg behind you. Hands are under your shoulders. Body is facing your mat. All right, pick up your torso and release your right leg back and come into down dog again. Feel your dog. Right foot comes in just off center. Left leg lifts up this time. Get that heel nice and flexed and as high to the ceiling as you can. Drop that left heel back. Send the chest back toward the leg. Open the hips to the left. Lift the ankle up to the ceiling. Pulse it at the very edge. High as you can get it, right at that edge. Pulse. Keep it high. Turn your torso toward the mat. Look forward. Space between your hands is where you're going to take your left foot. Look at your right foot. Make sure it's on a different track. If it's not, scooch it over. All right, those right toes are facing forward. Drop the right heel as you straighten the left knee. Walk your hands back, pyramid pose. And again, if you bend the elbows, you can come down a little deeper. Bend that left knee, take it forward till it's over the ankle. All right. Scooch the right toes back. Okay. Right hand comes closer to the left foot. Left arm reaches forward. Reach, reach, reach. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Press the right heel back. Use that back leg. Lifting that left arm to turn. Bend the elbow to turn the torso a little more. Keep that left hip pulling in toward the center of your mat. Don't let it jut out. Now the arm releases and comes back down. Okay, drop the right knee to the ground, top of the right foot. Walk your fingertips back to straighten your torso. Hands can come on top of the leg if you want it there. Press your hips forward. Hands back down, curl those back toes, lift that back knee. We're going to do a wider pyramid this time. So the left knee straightens, the right heel drops back, hands walk back. Drop your head. If you want more, bend your elbows and drop some weight into this, dropping your torso closer to that left leg. Bending the left knee till it's over the left ankle. Looking at that right foot, putting in position for warrior. And coming up, warrior one. All right, open the arms to the sides. Draw your navel back gently. Turn to the left. Okay, that left palm rotated so it's facing back and then up. Now drop it down. Lift the right arm over. Release. One arm forward, one arm back again. Warrior one, take it forward. Okay, now reach it forward. I know I came into this a different way, and I knew that I would have to stop and think about this. Let's do this. Open the arms into warrior two. Let's see if I'll remember. Rotate the left palm up. So let's start here with reverse warrior. Then warrior two. Okay, unfortunately, I'm not going to remember. Both arms come up. Turn forward, warrior one. Drop down. We'll get into it as we usually do. Left arm comes to the inside of the leg. Reach out with the right arm. Turn your torso. Open that arm to the ceiling. You know, it's funny, when I was doing it on the other side, I thought, I wonder if I'm going to remember this. Okay, turn the palm back. Bring the arm back. And if you're a binder, you're almost there. Deep binders can get under the left leg too. Release the bind. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Straighten the left knee. Turn the hips to the right. Triangle pose. Squeeze inner thighs toward each other. Just think it. Squeeze them toward each other. You'll feel activation. And now that torso can go to one side and the other, and then finally all the way over to the left. Left arm drops, right arm lifts up. Looking down at the left foot, bending the left elbow till it's over the ankle, lift up to warrior two. All right, warrior one. And come on down for pigeon. Lifting that back foot to turn the toes forward, walking the front foot to the other side of the mat. And if you're on your back, you've got the left ankle on the top of the right thigh. You grab under the right leg and take it toward you by bending your elbows. So try to stay within the pose. Your breath, the movement of your breath, all the sensations that this pose evokes. Feel them. And of course, a rib cage breath is perfect here. Got a lot of space for those ribs to expand. And slowly release from that. Take your right leg forward directly from the hip, left foot into the right inner thigh, left knee toward the ground, fingertips in front of you. Flex the right heel, slide that leg back one or two little, not even inches. Okay, we'll say like about an inch, whatever. However much you can slide it back, but it's not much. Come forward, hinge from your hips, keep the back as straight as you can, as long as you can, and then finally forget it. Just melt into the pose, enjoy it. Add some breath. And slowly come out of that. Take the left knee up. Okay, left hand presses into the side of that leg to get the knee directed straight up to the ceiling. Keep it there. Wrap the right arm around. Now it's easy to keep it there. You've got that whole arm supporting it. Left arm comes up. Straighten the spine as much as you can, and then turn your belly button to the left. And then let that left arm come behind you and drop down. And then as you hug that leg with the bent knee, you can turn some more. Feel as if you're wringing out your spine, like you're wringing out a dishcloth. And release back to center. Straighten that leg. Both legs are nice and straight. Just kind of shake it out. All right, let's come up. Table to standing with bent knees. Dropping your torso down toward your thighs. If they touch your thighs, great. Just smush your torso into your thighs. Drop your head in front of your knees, and then gently clasp the backs of your ankles. Rib cage breath here. Swing those arms straight back. Bring them up. Inhale. Lift up to the ceiling. Lift up, lift up. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. So don't put the head back as you lift. It's just the arms that are coming up. Now bring them to the side and down. Now lift them up again. This time when they open, swan dive forward. Coming into a standing forward fold right here. Monkey pose, press into those shins, extend the spine, extend the back of your legs. Very nice. Right fingertips drop right under your face into the ground. Bend your right knee, lift your left sitting bone. Feel the back of that left leg and then lift the left arm. Listen up. Bend the left knee, sit in a chair, lift the right arm. You're in a twisted chair pose. Now take the left arm forward. You're in a full chair pose. Swing the arms back, lift up out of chair. Swan dive forward, come down. Standing fold. Knees can be bent in a standing fold, no problem. Monkey pose, extend forward. Left fingertips drop just underneath your face. This time the left knee bends, the right sitting bone picks up. Feel the back of that right leg. Now lift the right arm. Bend the right knee. Push your butt back in that little kindergarten chair. Left arm forward, right arm back. Swing the right arm forward, chair pose. Bring it back and up. We're going to go straight to waterfall, everyone. Remember, when you come down, sit in a chair. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Nose, fill up those lungs. Now let it out. Nose, out through the mouth. Two more. Inhale. Last one. Stay down. Oh, everything's just dangling, arms and head. Why not bend the elbows and just gently clasp opposite fingertips to elbows and then feel your shoulder blades slide apart, slide apart. Drop your head. Don't pick it up at all. And then you can, if you want to side like an elephant's trunk. If you'd rather not move and go side to side, then don't. Back to center. Release the arms. Okay, look at your feet. Outer edges of the feet are parallel. That means some of you will feel like you're standing pigeon-toed. That is okay. Lift your big toes as high as you can, not the others, just the big toes. Take them in toward each other and press them back down into the mat. Try to keep them there. Release your arms, release your head. Slowly lift up. Palms forward, shoulders relaxed. Lift the shoulders up toward the ears. Now send them way back. Feel the shoulder blades slide back toward one another. Push the shoulder blades down by pressing the shoulders down. Now slide the shoulder blades forward by bringing the shoulders forward, up, back. So feel the shoulder blades move. Now reverse, back with the shoulder blades, up and forward with them. And back and up and forward and down. Arms come up. Namaste Mudra overhead. Stay here for a moment. Get balanced within. One breath here. In and out. And then hands to your heart. Elbows drop, shoulders drop. Finally, your forehead drops. Close your eyes. Just feel your body standing, breathing. And bring it down. So, all the way down to the ground, belly down. Hands are stacked, feet are toed in, crocodile pose. Just floating down a river here, restoring. Okay, your head is glued to your top hand and your hands are glued to each other. Okay, just remember that. Lift the arms off the mat. Lift your legs up off the mat. Okay, nice lower back strengthener. Can you feel that? Bring the arms out to the sides like a T pose with the palms facing the ground. Now rotate the palms up to the ceiling. Now bring the arms close to your body and lift a little more. Now bring the arms out to the sides. Look down at your mat. Bend the elbows. Glue the hands together. Glue the head to the top. Come down. Release everything. All right, preparing for cobra pose. Palms chest level, elbows. So when you first come in this position, the elbows are going to poke out to the side. Bring them close to the body and then press them down toward the feet. When you press your elbows down to the feet, notice how that brings the shoulders down away from the ears. Feet are toed in, legs are hip distance or closer. Now, when you slowly peel your front body off your mat, try not to press into the hands. That way you're going to use the back muscles more so than the arms. Cobra is not high. I'm in a full cobra pose right now. But I like to go from cobra to back bend just because the opportunity presents itself here. You can do the same if that feels good. And if you are in a high, what I call a high cobra, really release through the hips and through the glutes. Keep that really nice, big, deep bend in that lower back. All right, we're coming down. Slowly taking the weight out of the palms as soon as possible. Use the back muscles. Forehead kisses the mat. Come up once again. Another cobra, possibly cobra slash back bend. And coming down slowly. Try not to hurry. Try to take your time here. Forehead, feel it touch the mat. Turn your head to the side. Release your arms to the sides with the palms up. You can separate your feet a little bit. Keep the feet toed in though. And just rest there. And then very slowly turn your head to the other side. And then bring your head back to center and press up into table pose. Okay, and then finally, curl your tail just a little bit. Slowly come back. And as you do, Feel the spine open. All right, take a few breaths there. And if you're staying for Shavasana, you can flip it over after those couple breaths in Shavasana. I mean, in child's pose. Okay. So, even though most people equate yoga with the physical, the asana part of yoga, this part of yoga that we're doing now is actually, oh, I don't want to say it's more important because it's not, but this part is where you touch the true essence of yoga. Union, right? That's what it means, yoga. Here's where you really have the opportunity to feel the essence of who you are. And that's this really spacious, really, really peaceful place. All right. I mean, watch a baby or a small child. I'm not talking about if they're hungry or tired or whatever, but just, the wonder and the magic and that part of life that comes with being just comfortable and peaceful and really not hyper focused on yourself, right? Just kind of being part of the world and the experiences that you have. And kind of not about too much thinking. Using thinking when we need it, but not getting lost in thought all day long. Here you get to feel what it's like to not be lost in thought. To just be a body that's breathing, that's alive. You can even feel the prana, the life force within the breath. Just notice that. Notice what the breath brings to your body. Because we're in the habit of thinking, even during meditative practices, we do that, right? We get a thought and then it jumps to another thought and another, and all of a sudden we're caught up in thoughts. If you notice that that's happening, and it definitely will more than once for sure, be thankful. You actually discovered it. You're not lost in it. Because it's at that moment that you discover it that you are no longer lost in thought. So just feel your breath. Let your body relax even more fully. And with this spacious feeling of the body comes this spacious feeling in the mind. You can look at the mind like the ocean and the waves. at the surface of the ocean, the thoughts, the feelings, the sensation, all of them waves, temporary and passing. And you are the ocean, experiencing the waves. So just be the spacious ocean and the spaciousness of your mind and all that you experience that moves through it. Take your awareness to your breath again and cover every inhale and every exhale with all your attention. Notice all the sensations associated with breathing. And now open up your mind to the other sensations, what you hear, your thoughts, your feelings. No need to push any of it away or grab it toward you. Just let it all be. And notice that feeling of peace, your inner peace. And just let that permeate through your body, through your mind, your heart. Just let it grow. And if in your Shavasana practice tonight you'd like to put a prayer, an intention, or a sankalpa, you can do that now. Forming a seed. And then release that seed with your next exhale. And just go back to resting, not doing anything. All right, very slowly transitioning. So everyone does it differently, and also you can do it differently from one day to the next. Transition may mean no movement at all. It's more of an internal shifting. But it could be moving a finger or a toe or even a full stretch, whatever feels good tonight. And then gently roll to your right side, knees tucked up to your chest, head resting on one arm. And then without any hurrying, be very deliberate in bringing yourself to seated pose. Notice every move you make to get there. Mindful. Okay. Arms open wide. Ooh, open that heart too. Arms overhead. Stretch it. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Mudra drops to your heart again. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful
Thank you, Laura.
Hi, Shelley. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
thank you, thank you. That was wonderful.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Bye,
All right,
everyone.
bye.
Bye, Krista. Bye, Chris, Holly, Shelley. See you next week.